Alright YouTube, today's video is once again about the 690. Imagine that. So as you know, one of my biggest beasts with the unicorn that is the 690 so far has been the shifter. I absolutely hate the stock shifter, so I did a little bit of research and I'm going to show you what I did. So this should help with some of the 690's shifting woes. I don't really have those. My bike is pushing 2,000 miles at the moment, and I think that some of those tight tolerances in the gearbox have maybe gone away, but a lot of the shifting problems I think with the 690 are from the really shitty stock shifter. And it's not that the stock shifter is really that much different than the other shifters that were, say, on the pre-2017 models in the motocross bikes and things like that. It's that the tip is rubber, and I think the spring is too weak in it. So every time I go to shift, whether it be up or down, the tip folds in, and it has a real sharp edge on it. And I'll show you that in the video coming up. And it just doesn't give you a real positive feel of the shifter. And another problem is that my foot is a size 12, so it's a little bit longer, and it might hit me too high in my instep versus down towards my toe. So lately I've been consciously moving my foot back a little bit on the peg, like when I'm street riding and stuff. Obviously when I'm dirt riding I don't give a crap about that, but on the street I move my foot back a little bit so that I can shift with my toe a little bit better, and it seems to give me a little bit more positive click each time I'm shifting up. Still, when I'm shifting down, the tip is moving around on me, so it's one of my first world problems right now. So I'm gonna show you my solution. So what you're looking at here is the stock shifter for the 690, and you can see the rubber tip and how it moves. And when I step on this thing to shift down, it's constantly doing that. And then I'll show you the sharp edge. You can see the one edge here. This is a square, and that square is right there on your foot. And on my foot, my longer foot, it's right in my instep. So it's digging right into the bones in the top of my foot. Even in my motocross boots that have plastic on the top, and my trials boots that are made out of leather, it still hurts, especially in my trials boots. This really digs into the top of my foot. And so this is a very poor design. Maybe if the shifter was a little bit lower in the position and I was on a flatter spot, like if my foot was more on a spot like this, it wouldn't hurt quite so bad. But I really think that doesn't give you the positive engagement when you're shifting. So as I said, when I'm shifting down, it's doing this on me. So what you're seeing here is I actually squirted some Gorilla Glue silicone in there so that in case I crashed, it would still fold, but that it would maybe like kind of hold it, and it completely failed, so don't try that. That it would hold it when I was still shifting. So here is what I'm hoping will be the solution, and you can see the part number in the video right here. I will also link that below. What this is a shifter for a 2017 450 EXC, and my local dealer, Kaiser Motorcycles, right there, was awesome enough to let me take shifters off new bikes so that I could match them up with the stock one. This being obviously the stock one, the dirty one, and this being the 2017 450 EXC shifter. And I was actually able to slide them on my bikes. Once again, your dealer probably will not let you do that. I worked in a shop for a long time, so they trusted me to not be an idiot and do it. So I highly appreciate that. And this shifter actually goes right onto the 690, no problem. So you can see here my dirty engine, because it hasn't been cleaned yet. But the splines and everything for the 450 EXC are exactly the same as for the 690. And it slides right on perfectly. And I used this dirt mark to measure where my shifter was. And so there's the new shifter with the new shift tip. And this is a lot rounder surface. It's got a lot stiffer spring, and it's a little bit longer, so it's going to be across my foot a little bit more. and I'm hoping that this is going to be the solution for some wicked awesome shifting on the KTM 690. So I'm going to bolt this up, and over the next couple days I'm going to ride it, but we'll see if this fixes my shifting woes. Alright guys, so I just took it for a quick spin up and down the street, and I can already tell you right now, without riding it off-road, that this 450 dirt bike shifter, 450 EXC, this I actually matched it up off of a 6 days version. But I'm telling you right now, this shifter is a lot better, and this is going to make a big difference. It does not twist when I step down on the shifter anymore. I noticed it a little bit because my foot's so sore from the other shifter that I noticed it a little bit when I shift up, that the rubber tip didn't dampen the vibration, but there's no sharp edge anymore. So once my foot's not sore, I'm not going to feel that. So if you're commuting, this will make a difference. So here's a down view of the new shifter on there, 450 EXC shifter. And let's see if I can balance this real quick. So I'm rolling backwards. And you can see it's nice and long, so I can get my my foot under there a little bit better. So one more shot of the installed product here, and you can see it fits nicely. It clears, it doesn't hit anything. I run my shifter a little bit high and it's still not hitting anything. Definitely tons and tons of clearance below. You can see the greasy chain lube bolt, but yeah, nice big, lots of surface area. It's got these little sharp nubby things on there for grip. I'm really looking forward to this, not having my foot hurt and not missing as many shifts, because it's a whole lot stiffer and there's a lot more platform. So there you go. Potential solution for some of the KTM 690's shifting woes, brought to you by me. So I haven't seen this anywhere else. I actually did some Google searches to see if anybody knew if any of the other shifters fit on these things, and I didn't find anything. I didn't turn anything up, and all the aftermarket shifters are based around the old style KTM shifters, pre-2017 as far as I can tell. That's when they got these little bit bigger, rounder ones. And so the aftermarket stuff I wasn't really interested in, because I didn't want to spend 60 bucks on some fancy shifter and then have the same like square edge because of the angle that this comes out of the bike. So anyway, the 450 EXC shifter, top notch so far. If that changes, I will report back, but I think this is the magic tip for some shifting issues on the 690, outside of the shifty tent that they make for the 4th and 5th and 6th gears. But I don't really have too many problems with that kind of shifting. It's just like the positive engagement, and I think is why I'm missing my shifts, especially if it's like from first to second. And then, like I said, I don't really miss them. I'm not actually complaining about this bike's transmission. My only complaint was the shifter. So thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, like, subscribe, and this one's probably actually worth sharing if you know other people with 690s. Maybe this can help them out significantly. So hit the subscribe button, the like button, and share it with your friends if you know other people that have 690s, because their dealer's probably not going to let them take shifters off, and you can't just be buying shifters just to try. So anyway, catch you guys later. Happy riding.